Hello, hello, hello. Oh, lovely to see you all. Welcome to Tea, Treat and Travel with me. Got my cup of tea. My cinnamon, honey and lemon. And my treat. So, hello again. My name is Mahmouda and everyone calls me Moo. I'm the founder of Moo's Jewels on the Beach and I help people travel more, travel better, travel for less, and connect with a positive community to enjoy life now, not someday, and create meaningful memories with loved ones because those are the moments that count. Today, I'd like to talk about the difference between retail and wholesale pricing. So let's start with a simple example. Okay. So you have a farmer, he grows wheat. The farmer sells his wheat to the miller. The miller turns the wheat into flour and sells it to the baker. The baker makes bread and sells it to the supermarket. The supermarket sells the bread to us, the consumer. So at every stage, there is a cost involved. People need paying. Businesses need to make profit. Products need transporting, packaging, marketing. So by the time, as a consumer, we get the bread, the price is much, much higher than the amount the farmer originally sold his wheat for. And that's perfectly normal. And that's how retail pricing works. Makes sense. Yeah. So let's have a look at wholesale pricing. Wholesale pricing isn't about changing the product, it's about reducing the number of people taking part to produce the product and that profit along the way. So the fewer middlemen involved, the lower the cost to us, the consumer. So you're cutting out all the BCDs from A to wherever that might be, the Z or whatever. So you're just cutting out all the middlemen. So that's why businesses buy wholesale whenever they can. I mean, even we do. We have Costco. I nearly say Costa then. Costco memberships. In America, I think they have something called Sam's Club. I'm not sure what Sam's Club is, but we have Costco membership, and then you go in with your membership card, which you pay for, and you buy all your items at wholesale prices, but you're buying in bulk. So when it comes to your holidays, would you rather pay retail or wholesale prices? Personally, I know what I choose. I'd love to know what you would think about that. Can you guess which one I'd choose? Before I found this club, I booked holidays the same way as most people do. Back in the day, I used to go to the travel agent, get them to do all the work, book. And there's been loads of times where I've gone, I want to do X, Y, and Z, and they've looked it all up, and then I've gone, well, actually, I don't fancy doing that anymore. Can you change that? That's extra work that they won't have been paid for the ones that I've already done. You know, it's tough. But since joining, I've been able to compare prices and see some incredible savings and savings that I have personally made. Yeah. So, for example, and this is way the best, my favorite example, this has to be New Orleans. I spent 10 days and saved £1,720 on that one single trip. Yeah, I'll repeat, £1,720 on a 10-day holiday. What makes that even more remarkable is that I took 6 trips that year. So I didn't save that sort of money on each one, but I saved money on every trip I went on. I've been on trips where I've only paid $1 for the accommodation, plus taxes, obviously. But $1 is equivalent to 80 pence, approximately. Prague and Venice are two examples that spring to mind for myself. Dubai for my daughter. These are just amazing. You cannot buy these anywhere. Another story that stands out in particular is my very first weekend trip to London with my friend Shell. I saved around £120 on the weekend compared to the usual online booking sites. You know the ones. But to be honest, because this was all brand new to me, I was still very nervous when we arrived at the hotel. And obviously I was thinking, this is too good to be true. But everything was exactly as it should be. Now, because of the money I saved, £120, I decided to treat both of us to a jazz dinner cruise on the Thames. Now, here's the funny bit. I booked the cruise through my travel back office, and I paid less than their discounted sale price that was being advertised at the quay while passengers were boarding. And you had huge, big red signs saying discount, save, and I'm standing there going, yeah, I paid less than that discounted price. When you know, you know. And that really was the moment I really started to understand the power of wholesale travel pricing. And that's why I'd like to encourage people to compare from themselves. You don't have to take my word for it. Just look at the numbers and decide whether paying retail or paying wholesale makes more sense for you. I'll give you another example actually. I've got Barcelona coming up, booked in this month, June. And I have saved £472 on that weekend trip. Well, it's not weekend, it's 4 days. Hi, Deborah. I love you too. I forgot what I was saying there. Yes, so Barcelona, which I'm looking forward to. I've saved £475 or something like that on that one trip. I've also got Barcelona booked. I just said Barcelona. I've got Bahamas booked in September, and I have saved about £1,000 on that. And that's a 2-bedroom apartment that sleeps 6. So you make savings everywhere. If you're curious and you would like to see some real life travel comparisons, I would love to show you what we can do. So, in fact, the wonderful Todd Strand is sharing more about this on a Zoom on Thursday. I've actually just got off a Zoom with him at 6:30 today. He's doing the same. He's doing another Zoom again on Thursday at 6:30 UK time again, which hopefully you will join me on. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the opportunity to learn, ask questions, and see whether this is the fit for you. Now, if you'd like the details, and I really hope you do, simply type wholesale in the comments and I'll send them over to you. Thank you for being here. Life is short. Travel brings healing, and I'm grateful for the journey. I will see you same time next week. Bye for now.